Hey everyone, this is Kay and you're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Welcome back to the channel. Guys, we're going to do an alphabet reading today for R's. I randomly drew R. Well, there was only 2 tiles left. So I just picked R. Why not, right? And I haven't done R for a while. So this one's for 1996 people. If you're born in that year, R names. But even if you're not born in 1996, it's still an R name reading. So just forget the 1996 if that's not your birth year. It's still an R name for the first letter of your first, middle, last, or a nickname that you most go by, that you most answer to, right? It'll be your reading today. The birth year is just an added perk that kind of makes it more of your reading for certain. It should resonate more so if you're born in 96 with an R name, or you're a cross watcher or somebody with that. Okay? Otherwise, let's go ahead and get started. Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit, thank you so much for enveloping me in your beautiful wings of guidance, protection, and love. Will you please guide and guide and assist me today with correctly interpreting the energies in the cards and to help me see clearly. Thank you so much. Archangel Michael, my Holy Spirit, what do our R names, whether they're born in 1996 or not, what do our R names most want to or need to know today? Thank you. So this is not past, present, and near future like I do in the collective readings, okay? Just so you know, it's just 3 bits of information that help to inform your tarot card spread. We have Falcon, rising above the ability, having ability, strategy, skill, focus, and transition, changes, higher self, third eye, and far-reaching vision. Okay, awesome. The Phoenix, Falcon and the Phoenix. Wow, what a great combination. Death and rebirth, immortal, catalytic heart, awakening, rising up from the ashes, of course, total transformation, and complete renewal. So there's a part of you that's dying that's no longer good for you. And you're transforming, you're changing your energy, moving into like a higher dimension, higher dimensional world in the sense that you're no longer just 3D, you'll be 5D at least 5D. Which means your higher energy, you're attracting more things that you truly want to experience. They'll be coming more to you than they were when you were at the 3D. Okay, Milky Way, networking, marketing, internet, fame, expand, spotlights, innumerable, social media, publicity, connected, and exposure. Well, so you really are part of the Milky Way in like the milk and honey kind of way now, right? Milk and honey. That's prosperity and abundance. All right, that's awesome. From, rising above, right? The death of an old you to a new you, transforming, moving into like the Milky Way, right? That's, like I said, that's that honey and abundance. Yeah. Going in a way that is going to allow you to expand yourself. Maybe you'll be, if you're not already, you might be using the internet to help you do that. But at least networking with others and if marketing yourself is necessary, or your product, okay, you're going to be in the spotlight. It says social media, but you're going to feel connected with this expansion and exposure with others that are all part of the Milky Way system. What do you call it? Milky Way system, Milky Way star system. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so let's talk about your story. What is your story that these cards are pointing to? Knight of Swords. You're seizing the day, taking the opportunities as they come. You're not going to be, sitting around humming and hollering anymore. Yeah. You've got the Moon, which is the subconscious mind. You are dealing with things that that have been hidden from you, because now you're rising above things and you're allowing your fears to come up so that you can say, holy cow, yes, I still kind of do feel fearful like that. but I know it's not going to help me to shed my old skin like a snake, right? Not going to be able to shed my own skin so that I can be rebirthed, which is what this card says. Rebirthed into the higher energies. When you go into the fifth dimension and higher, you can't take fears with you. You can't. You have to quickly shed them, moving. And this is you saying, I want the truth. I'm seizing the opportunities to find my truth moving forward, because this old 3D resonancy is just not for me anymore. And I can attest to that myself, guys. So we got the devil, strings attached, right? This is you saying, look, I can't be tied to anything that is not a pure intention or pure heart anymore. That's not going to help me to be able to, you'll find new communities and others that you're going to be able to network with, that you're going to feel connected to, right? Not tied to in some negative way. Six of Coins, giving and receiving. Things are going to be more balanced, more fair. This is not about being fair at all. This is about taking, and then some more taking, okay? And then the Empress is here, okay? Six of Coins and the Empress. Isn't that a pretty card? That's what drew me to these decks, was this card here. Divine Feminine. And then the Eight of Cups, walking away from something, or maybe you walked away from an Empress in the past. So we got the Knight of Coins, that's moving slowly. You are sitting in more like, certain energy, in the sense that you're moving forward slowly, methodically. You've got a strategy in the sense that you're not going to be doing things impulsively anymore, knowing that possibly that's what got you into trouble, and feeling very, very heavily burdened. But 10 is the end. Your burdens are over with. If you move like this, you can let those burdens down without hurting yourself. This Eight of Swords is something that you're going to be letting go of too. This constant inner worry and stress that you ruminate, meaning you just keeps moving around in your mind. You think you got over it, and then like in a minute or two or the next day, there it is again. But you've got the pinnacle of success coming, which is a few weeks, and then that's the Wheel of Fortune, right? A few weeks, and when we have the Queen of Coins. I'm not sure who the Queen of Coins is, but it looks like somebody's moving away from rough waters to calmer waters, and to a Ten of Cups, or from the Ten of Cups. But let's just leave them out. But so this Queen of Coins may be somebody you're moving towards, that you want to commit to, or it's somebody you're moving away from that you are already committed to. Now I have already shuffled these things. So let's go ahead, Archangel Michael. What do you got? Throne, position of authority. Yeah, right up there with the birds, right up there. Look at position of authority, working with others, connecting with others. At the top of the hill, you're on your game. You're moving towards truth and clarity and transparency, away from what must not have been too transparent, right? You couldn't see things for what they were. Either you were holding out on yourself, or someone else was thrown. So crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Wow, it looks like somebody's moving into at least a business opportunity or work enterprise, right? With others, maybe across the sky, across the way. Table, hard work is ahead in order to make this happen. Okay, wow, that's awesome. And mule, someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Maybe that's you. Maybe that's you in the past, or maybe that's you moving into that kind of energy, in the sense that you are steadfast like this, right? Knight of Coins. I could see that as being like the same. or very, very similar. You have a plan and you're not shaking from it. You're not shaking from it. You're not moving from it. You're going forward. That's the end of it. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Well, you changed, but you're not changing your mind this time about where you want to go. Right, guys? Where you want to go. That's the subliminal message with my fingers. Okay, let's get some little cards, little tarot. Little tarot, Archangel Michael, please speak through, if you will. Thank you. Please tell us, I want to learn about the Queen of Coins here first. Will you please tell us who the Queen of Coins is? Is she the Empress, like the one that let me have a look here. So right now, this could be you, our names, whether you're born in 96 or not. This could be you, you rising to the occasion for you to walk away from old ways that you've been into a more prosperous and dedicated and committed individual. Yeah. Okay, so is this a feminine we're reading for, or a masculine? Who is the Queen of Coins, please, Archangel Michael? Hangman. All right. Somebody in the Eight of Swords. And the Sun. With the Page of Pentacles. With the Hermit right after that. Well, that doesn't tell me. Let's see what I expected. Okay. Someone who is being asked to take responsibility. Yeah, and accountability. There's nothing much happening for this one. They're being asked to take accountability for something, responsibility. And until they do, they'll be hanging. They'll be needing to spend some time gaining a new perspective about their past behaviors. They'll be all wound up in their own thoughts. That's not going to allow them to see a clear way out of this until they allow the sun to come in and illuminate their minds and their behaviors of the past, at least of the past. And so that they can see more clearly and expand, grow and expand to become someone who's got something to offer. Something to offer the world, right? I would say this is somebody that you have been with. So unless this is a same-sex situation, which it could be both, right? Could be for our names who are interested in the same-sex partner, and it could also be for our names who are not interested in same-sex partner. If this is your story, then great. But somebody is connected to this one here, who I guess has been in the reverse for the most part, greedy, untrustworthy, not loyal, not dependable, or doesn't appear as though they're committing themselves to the relationship. Okay, somebody you've been married to in the Ten of Cups situation that you've been trying to move and have been doing it for a while, our names, but it's been going slow to move away from it, to be able to see, to release the burdens that have been keeping you from finally reaching calmer waters, peaceful, more harmonic waters. Yeah. But you've decided doing it slowly is the only way to move from that. This one here and the Ten of Cups. Yeah. So yeah, she's sitting in she's in energy that she's feeling stuck. Like there's no positive movement for her just yet. And until she decides, until the divine sees that she's gaining a new perspective from having, when you're stuck, when you're having to sit still, and you don't have any like outlook on what your life might look like, much less today, tomorrow, or a week or a month or a year from now, right? You really don't know, because you're in that kind of energy where things are so up in the air because of your behaviors that the divine says, well, you know, I guess you need to sit there for a while and think about this. Like when we tell our kids, you know, go into your room and think about what you just did, right? That's what we tell our kids. Go into your room, they just misbehaved, and think about what you just did. So that's kind of the same thing, is the divine is putting her in a space, house, whatever, in mindset, a mind frame, prison, right? Putting her in her own self-imposed prison because of what she's done, to receive some enlightenment, so that she can, you know, be something the world needs. And she's got something to offer the world, in other words, right? And anybody for that matter, a new suitor, whatever. Okay, so thank you very much. Let's go ahead, and I want to see now, who is the someone who is extremely stubborn and willing to change? Is that this one that you've been dealing with, the mule, or is this our name's energy, or perhaps both? Let's see here. We have the High Priestess, the Eight of Wands, Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. Oh my God. The Seven of Wands, that means you grew from this. You've learned some lessons from this. Yeah, somebody was keeping secrets from you that made you feel very, very angry. You might have been fighting a lot. Angry messages going back and forth between the two of you, because they've been so stubborn, and you're like, why won't you change? Why do you have to be like this? That kind of thing. It's been making you like lose sleep at night. Like you just wake up and you're thinking about it, and it just stresses you out, highly stressing you out. And she's been behaving in a betrayal way, whatever that is for you. Most often it means she stepped out of the relationship. She's been unfaithful. Right here. Been unfaithful. So arguments, secrets, things being hidden. You might have gotten some intuitive downloads about what she had been doing. Okay? She's been stubborn. She's been very stubborn, but it's also saying that you use it, like in the collective reading that I just did a few minutes ago. There in the near future, it was the Fox card. Now the Fox card is all about trickery, deception, selfishness, and being cunning and taking things, right? That's not yours. But it had the moon beside it, and it had the tower up top, which is the tower in the Lenormand is not the same as the tower in the tarot deck, as I mentioned. So then you were the Fox card could be seen as something that was positive, the skills and abilities that you once had that you possibly used, like they possibly used for ill intentions, right? In a relationship or whatever. But now you still have the skills and abilities to be strategic, cunning, and get in quickly and out without being seen, kind of thing, because you've got a lot of things on your plate to do in order for you to move forward. So you're doing what you need to do, but in an upstanding way, in the right way. But those skills and abilities that you had back in the day for using it not in the right way, in the not right way, you're now able to use it with the Tower card, which is all about becoming independent and standing strong, alone and strong, and getting all the documents and governmental documents and whatever, I don't know, anything. I mentioned that in the collective. So yeah, they are able to use those old skills, just like this is an old skill of being stubborn and unwilling to change. You're now using that for the better, in the sense that you're stubbornly moving forward because you got a plan, you got your eye on the ball, you have a new future for yourself, And there's a person you are going towards, possibly this Empress right here. We'll see if that's her or your wife, that you've got your eye on. You got your eye on, and no one's going to change your mind. Doesn't matter what anyone says, friend, best friend, whatever, no one's changing your mind. You're in the energy of not being impulsive, so you got a lot of strategizing to do, you know, planning, and you know, putting one foot in front of the other without being impulsive and reckless. Well, so that's her, but it's also you. I see that in here. Okay, so that's good, because that puts you in a position of authority. Somebody who thinks things through and develops a plan is like an emperor or empress. They're in that position of authority of taking charge, taking control. And this is a birth of an idea, or birth or conception of a child or enterprise. My laptop just went off. Okay, and so anyways, you've got some hard work ahead of yourself to bring this baby up, to bring him into the world and to raise them, right? To bring the baby up. Your idea that you'll be connecting with others to help support this, the birth of this and the raising of the child, right? Okay, Knight of Swords. Seizing the day. We have the Seven of Cups, Three of Wands, and the Four of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Pentacles right on the back. Yeah, you're seizing the day. You're taking a look at what are your options, like what's out there for me. The sky's the limit at this point. You are taking your emotional unwellness from the betrayal here, and what your wife or long-term partner that you're committed to over here has made you feel like an option. They turned their back on your marriage, and you're in this like healing phase now at this point in time, wanting to know the truth, gaining clarity, so that realizing that this was all karmic debt that you had to pay off. It's all karmic debt because of the way you had been in the past yourself, stubborn and doing things your own way for selfish reasons. Now you're seizing the opportunity to make sure you turn all of that around. Like the karmic wheel of destiny with great fortune, you're turning it around because you decided. You decided for truth, honesty, and clarity. So we have the moon. Yeah, the moon and the moon. Boy, there were a lot of secrets of fears, being afraid. The Fool, the Two of Wands, and the Page of Swords with the Ten of Cups on the back. So you had been holding out. You had some secrets yourself, okay? But there were a lot of things being held back from you, just like the High Priestess who knows all but doesn't say a word. You were keeping secrets, but you have now learned about things that you should have known. That is actually setting you free. It's setting you free to make a different decision, to choose a different way with the Two of Wands, because you got your sword of truth again. Because after you do your respite time and heal, the swords are about your thoughts, right? Mental activity. You lay all that exhaustion down, mental exhaustion down. That's married to, stretching, married to emotions, right? Simultaneously married to emotions. You're laying all that down and saying, I can't do this anymore, I can't take it anymore, it's too much, it's too much. Once you finally rest enough, like they say, if you're not feeling well, just sleep it off. Sleep it off, and you'll feel better when you get up in the morning. And so you grab that sword when you're ready. You grab that sword, and that becomes your truth right there. You have things that you need to say that you haven't been saying and keeping them to yourself. It's been a long time coming. It's a delayed kind of communication. It's been delayed communication that you've been keeping to yourself. The Devil. Two of Pentacles. You've been keeping to yourself about somebody, the way you feel about them. The Hermit and the Lovers with the 4, and there's the sneaky card. The Empress right after that, the 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, wow, 9 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, 9 of Cups, oh my gosh, 8 of Pentacles, and so on and so forth. So yeah, you have been tied to an energy that made you think, I can juggle. That energy is that energy that you do as a result of being imbalanced, right? This is being imbalanced. In this situation, it's being imbalanced, okay? You had to find your balance. Okay, the balance is the heart and mind, speaking and informing each other, speaking to and informing each other, whereas it wasn't before. You're listening to your mind, your logic, and your practicality, and your ego, and your fears you're living by. Maybe not realizing it, but you were subconscious mind, right? The default mind of the human being, until the heart brings, you know, like the scale, right? You're heavy on the mind, very light on the heart. Bring that into equilibrium, like balance, right? The justice of it all. Listening to your heart now, saying that before, when it's like this, the heart, my emotions, there's no place for love and emotions when you're trying to do this, that, and anything else, is what you're telling yourself. It's all about strategy. It's all about taking what you want and getting it, because if you don't, someone else will. You know, that kind of mentality could be an eye for an eye mentality, but you're softening on that. You're making that lighter now. You're reducing those fears through subconscious discovery and listening to your heart more, because you found that love has really been screaming at you. You just haven't been listening for whatever your reasons. But in hermit mode, you definitely are bringing the balance back into your life. We're meant to be like this, not like this, okay? And so you are getting balanced, because there's a choice that you made. You actually chose the devil with this one here. You know, I say that in the nicest sense, okay? You chose the devil to be with, as opposed to being with somebody else, because this is about 2 lovers that you made a decision, a choice over. And it's clear that with the devil being here, you chose the wrong, the wrong one or the right one, because through karmic lessons, you learned to grow. You actually became the kind of human being that you were meant to be, that would put you in a good position to be in the right frequency for this kind of energy of the Empress, because you want to feel safe and secure in a relationship that's under the same piece of sky, under the same roof, that you want to feel, reunite with and feel safe and secure in. One that she's not sitting in devil energy. She won't bring that out of you, because she's in a totally different energy, a higher resonating energy. This is the Empress, okay? Where's my cards? She's not in this energy. You were, but you're recognizing that for what it is through the troubles that you've been experiencing with your wife, the one that you're committed to here, being in reverse, in negative energies, right? She's being asked to change. Whether she will or not, we don't know, but that's not our business. We don't care. We do, but we don't, 6 of Coins. We hope she does. Knight of Pentacles, same one over here. Yeah, being fair and balanced with somebody, they're still holding on to you. Or, you're holding on to somebody is what I meant to say. And this one want to come out. Yep, with the Ace of Wands on the back. Yeah, so Ace of Wands, you got a brand new, passionate new beginning, but you're moving slowly. You're putting everything into place. You're getting things tied off, loose ends tied up, things done over here, where you've been leaving this one behind. You've been holding on to somebody that you've been nostalgic about, thinking about the past, how having chosen this one, There was like a glass ceiling above you. You tried, you didn't realize there was a glass ceiling, like a limit. You only can go so far when you're not walking the correct path. Once you start following your actual heart's desires, instead of ignoring your heart, you're bringing that balance, right? You start realizing that you can remove the glass ceiling by saying, I want more than 7 out of 10. The 10 Pentacles is the highest you can go in tarot, which is quite a lot, wealth and abundance. But I know I can do more, I can do better. And so you're persevering towards that now and you're lifting the ceiling. You see, it's the more and more you move towards that which you've been putting yourself out, I must say, putting yourself out in the cold because of the stubbornness and the behaviors of the sneaky devil energy that you're in, because you chose this one. So if you were attracted to this, then that means that you were also in that kind of energy at one time. And it's just, all it's done is broken hearts, right? Your heart might be broken for having left the one you chose against, left her behind, knowing how you've been keeping an eye on her here from afar, knowing how she's developed and grown and as a result become quite successful in her own way, whatever way that is for her. For you, our names. Empress, please. Ace of Cups. Woohoo! Knight of Swords, right there. They're going opposite. They're going towards each other. Knight of Cups. And there's the Ace of Wands. How can that be? How can that be? With the Page of Wands, right? That was on the back of the deck. I didn't bring it out and I shuffled, and then it's on the back of the deck again. So yeah, this is the love of your life, that you've decided you're going to follow your heart. And in this card, you got the Aspirin and the Dove. So heaven, healing, the healing waters of spirit, right? Of love, the healing waters of love, that you're racing in to seize the opportunity to come back towards this one in truth and honesty and clarity and transparency. Also to express how you're feeling, like, I love you, it's you, it's you. I've come to realize it's you. You're the one that makes me passionate. You're the one that makes me feel like I'm on a brand new path, new beginning of passion and love, right here with truth and honesty. Okay, there's the 3 energies: truth and honesty and clarity and transparency. Love, devoted, secure, safe, friendly, loyal, and devoted love. And then the wand with all that passion. You know, someone really makes you feel really, really great from the inside out, and you have some really great news about how you've gotten yourself in the position to go from this kind of energy to this kind of energy. I want to be fair. I've divided up my assets with the past one here, and now I'm moving forward just to be balanced and fair with you, because when I first met you, this is the energy I was sitting in back then, and that's what caused me to choose somebody else over somebody like you. Okay, and that's all the stuff you're going to tell her. You're going to lay it out, you're going to apologize and all that sort of stuff. 8 of Cups. What's 8 of Cups about? It's about becoming single and independent. So there's the 6 of Swords. These are the lessons, by the way. The swords are the lessons that we've learned that we're taking with us. The 2 of Cups. And then the Hierophant. Well, you got marriage on your mind. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that. You have got marriage on your mind. Wow. And the Tarot. Wow, guys. So you've walked away. You become independent, single and independent. You're becoming or are already. You've at least walked away from this upside down Queen of Pentacles, okay? The reverse. You walked away from that relationship, that connection, that commitment. You're leaving and taking all the lessons that you learned about yourself, about life, how to be proper, fair, and balanced, and choosing the one that your heart has been screaming out to you that you have been holding on to all this time. Putting your own self out in the cold, out of life, with a love pursuit, you know, the type of love that you can rely on, that's going to be steadfast and trustworthy, because you really dearly love this person, the Empress. You possibly even want to marry them. You might see them as the type of person who's has an authority on something, okay, that they might be in this, you know, in social media, on social media, have their own website. They may be a teacher of some kind, and you are like saying, King of Cups, I'm all about love now. And there you are. You've evolved into a king. You're not just a knight, you're a king. You're a king of cups. You truly love this person. You just have so much adoration and love for her. And, you know, she balances you out with the temperance here, right? She balances you, and you listening to your heart is actually healing you. And it will heal the connection. You will be able to feel triumphant and successful with the divine saying, you keep doing this with that kind of changing mindset. Be unwilling to change your mind about doing things the right way from now on, and moving towards what your heart is crying out for. And we will make sure you have all the abundance and prosperity you need for you to, you know, move from the rough waters to the calmer waters where she is. That's peace and calm, right? Peace and calm, the temperance, being balanced, being at peace and harmony here, being calm, working hard, getting a reward from the divine. See, that's the pentacle right there. You're being offered a reward for your hard work that comes as a result of your hard work, which is this, right? Hard work ahead, and the world closing out that cycle of the sneaky with this one right here, and starting a brand new cycle, brand new world moving now. The wheel of destiny is going to be moving in your favor now. Great fortune, simply because you went from being heavy in mind and light in heart to balancing it, listening to each other. You know, that the heart is very flexible, in the sense that it'll take what you have to think, you know, because unless you talk to yourself, fine. But it'll take what you have to say, and it'll say, okay, yeah, I understand what you're saying. What do you think about if we kind of did it this way instead of that way, precisely? You know, working together, compromising the heart and the mind. And it can be done. It's done all the time with people who are truly taking their heart focus seriously, balancing their energies, yin and yang, feminine, masculine, black and white, whatever, dark and light, and all these opposing energies come together within you, your energy. Next thing you know, you're so balanced that you are becoming a master manifester. Right here, right now, you are doing it quickly, and you're manifesting everything that you desire that does not hurt yourself or anyone else. You will get, no problem. So guys, I'm going to leave it there because I don't know how many minutes on the clock it is, with my laptop having shut itself off. Battery ran out, I guess. And I hope you enjoyed this. So for next month, talk to you later. Take care of yourself. Bye for now.